Hi, today we're making this square. Yeah, I don't know the name I'll give for it, but I've made quite a number of those squares. I'm using it for a particular project. I'll show you what it looks like at the end of the day, so stay tuned. Okay, so to make this square, I'll be using two shades of the same color. I chose green. Green is part of the colors I'll be using for the project I'm working on, and I'll be using a 4 mm book size. I want to know that you can use whatever yarn type and whatever hook size you want. What matters is that you get the concept behind the square. So to start the first row, I'll make a magic ring, and I'll chain 3. So my chain 3 here will serve as my first double crochet, and I would make 15 extra double crochet into the magic ring there. It's a magic ring now, magic circle. Yeah, into the magic circle there. So at the end of this row, I should have 16 double crochet into the magic ring. So I'm just counting how many I've made so far. So go ahead and make 16 double crochets in total. That is including the chain 3 space, the chain 3 that you did in the beginning. So yes, that completes my 16, and I'll just draw out the tail for a firm grip. Now to end this row, we'll be closing it with a slip stitch right into the top of the chain 3 space that we started with, and that's the end for the first row. Now the second row will have a bit of twist to it. Not really a twist, just something easy and simple, just the basics. I'm going to be increasing here with chain 1. So I'll make chain 2, which will serve as my first double crochet. Then I'll make an extra chain 1, and into the next double crochet I'll make a double crochet. Basically what we are doing in this second row is to make 16 double crochets, but with chain 1 spaces. Okay, we are not skipping anything. We are going right into the previous double crochets. Make your double crochet, but chain 1 before you make the next double crochet. Okay, so at the end of the day you should have 16 double crochets also, but with a chain 1 space in the middle. I'm done with the second row. To close up this row now, I'll chain 1 and slip stitch into the second chain from the base. Yes, into the second chain from the base, because we also want to have our chain 1 space for the beginning. So just like that, we are done with the second row. For the third row, we are going to be making visible increases with our double crochet. So how do we do that? Just chain 2. That will serve as your first double crochet, and into the next chain space there you make 2 double crochets. Okay, 2 double crochets, and into the next double crochet right there you make 1 double crochet. Basically for this row, all we are doing is we are making 2 double crochets into the chain spaces and making 1 double crochet into every previous double crochet. I hope that is easy. So at the end of this row, we should have a total of 48 double crochets. Okay, so here we are. I'm just going to complete this row there, and please do not forget the last chain space on this row. Do not forget that. So make 2 double crochets rather, and slip stitch into the chain 2 that you did in the beginning, and we are done with the third row, just like that. Yes, so easy. Now for the next row is a row of the chain spaces again, and to do this you just need to pay rapt attention at this point. Chain 1, and into that same stitch, that chain 2 stitch, you will make a single crochet, and you will chain 2. After chaining 2, you skip the next double crochet, go right into the next double crochet and make a single crochet. Now after doing that, you'll be chaining 5. You go ahead, chain 5, after chaining 5, you would skip the next 3 double crochets, and into the 4th double crochet you make a single crochet. And after making that single crochet, chain 2, skip the next double crochet, go right into the 2nd double crochet and make a single crochet. After that, the next thing is to chain 5. I'm guessing that at this point you should understand the progression. So after chaining 5, skip 3 double crochet, into the 4th double crochet make a single crochet, then you chain 2. After chaining 2, skip the next double crochet, go right into the 2nd one. So that is just what we're going to be doing. In case you don't understand this, you're finding it confusing, you could use the playback speed to understand how to go about that. Okay, so at the end of the day, your chain 5 should amount to 8. Yes, we are working with a square, and a square has 4 corners. So all what we are doing should be divisible by 4 to make our square effective. Or how do I put this now? To make our square come out nicely. Now after chaining 5, which will be the last thing on this row, you slip stitch into the first single crochet you did at the beginning. Yeah, so that's that. Now to make the final row for my mint green, now this is just me counting to be sure. Yes, so I have 8. Ensure you also have 8. Now to make the final row of the mint green, which has the clusters of double crochet, I'll show you just how to do that to ensure that you have 4 corners. So I'll chain 1, and into the chain 2 space I would work a single crochet, and into the next chain space I would work 6 double crochet, chain 2, 6 double crochet. Now at this point I want us to understand that 6 double crochet, chain 2, 6 double crochet will serve as our first corner. So whenever you are approaching a corner, all you have to do is make 6 double crochet, chain 2, 6 double crochet right into the same chain space. Okay, we have 8 chain spaces of 5 like we counted earlier. Yeah, so after making that corner of 6 double crochet, chain 2, 6 double crochet, then into the chain 2 space, next chain 2 space, of course we're going to make a single crochet. So wherever you see a chain 2 space, you make a single crochet. Okay, now into the next chain space we're going to be working 9 double crochet into the next space, 9 double crochet. Now okay, so the 9 double crochet is what separates the corners from one another. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. So 9 double crochet. So after 9 double crochet, of course I will single crochet, then followed by another corner, and just like that. So at the end of this row, okay, so this just me testing out the sides, because I noticed the tension I used for the other square was quite loosened compared to this other square I'm using, compared to this current square I'm working on rather. So on the last chain space there, you should work in your 9 double crochet and slip stitch into the single crochet you started with. Yeah, so here I'm done with my mint green and I've cut off the yarn. It's beginning to make sense. Yeah, it's beginning to make sense. Now I'll be introducing the darker shade of green. You can go ahead to make yours in the same color. It's not bad. So insert my hook right into that single crochet space where I slip stitch, and I will be chaining 2 first. Now the chain 2 I made first will serve as my double crochet. Okay, then I'm going to make an extra 5 chains. Okay, so that makes 7 chains in total, and into that corner space there I would make a double crochet, chain 2 and a double crochet. Now the double crochet, chain 2, double crochet serves as our corner, And next thing is to chain 5 also, because we are still at the corner. So chain 5 and double crochet into the next single crochet stitch. Into the next double crochet stitch there, I'll make a double crochet. Now that is that for the first corner. Now going into the cluster of the 9 double crochets, I'll chain 4. After chaining 4, I'll locate the middle stitch, which will be the 5th stitch, right? And I will work single crochet into the middle stitch there, which is the 5th double crochet. So I'll make a single crochet just right there, then go ahead to chain 4 and work half double crochet into the next single crochet stitch. Now that is that for the middle. Now going to the next corner, the second corner, I'll chain 5. After chaining 5, like we did in the first corner also, we'll be working single and double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. So after doing that, you go ahead to chain 5 again. Go ahead and make a chain 5 and double crochet into the next single crochet stitch, and that will be that for the second corner. Now we are approaching the next cluster of 9 double crochet, and we'll just chain 4, single crochet into the 5th double crochet, just right there, single crochet, and chain 4 again and single crochet in the next, double crochet in the next single crochet. So that's just that about this row, and I'll meet you at the end. Yeah, so we're finally at the end of this row, and to close up this row, of course we're going to chain 4 and single crochet into the 5th chain, into the 5th double crochet rather, chain 4 again. So now to close up this row, we're going to be slip stitching into the second chain from the base. Like I said when we started this particular row, that the chain 2 serves as our double crochet. So into the second chain from the base, you work your slip stitch, and that is how you close up that row. Yes. Now to the last and final row. Yeah, I'm quite excited. Slip stitch into that chain space, chain 3, serve as your first double crochet, and make 4 double crochet. So that means you have 5 double crochets in total in that chain space. Okay, and in the corner, this is just me counting, and in the corner you'll make 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. So for every corner you work 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet to make your square more cornerish, to make your square more pronounced. Yes. So after that, for the next chain space, I would work 5 double crochet, and that will be that about the first corner. So it is in the corners that we're going to be making 5 double crochets. But when we get to the middle, as we are here, in the next chain space, you're going to be making 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets, and in the next chain space, work 3 double crochets, just like that. And in the next corner, like I said earlier, we'll be working 5 double crochet in that corner chain, and in that double crochet chain 2 double crochet, we'll be working 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, Okay, just like that. And in the next chain space, to complete that second corner, I'll be making 5 double crochet. Now going to the middle, now I'll make 3 double crochet followed by another set of 3 double crochet in the next chain space. So basically that's just what the square is all about. And I noticed that the previous square that I used as a template was quite bigger than this particular one I'm working on, and that's because I actually use the same hook, but the issue was that my tension on the first square was loose, so that made it came out bigger. So for you, your square might also come out bigger or it might come out smaller than mine. It's totally fine. What is needed is that you get the idea behind making this type of square, and you can go ahead to make it into any project you want. A sweater, a top, a short, a trouser, whatever it is that you want. Okay, thank you so much for sticking through. See you next time. Bye bye.